Hello everyone, welcome to Anagani Commerce. Students, now we are going to discuss about the chapter name is consignment. Okay, consignment is a special transaction. This chapter for CMA Inter students. In CMA Inter, the first chapter, fundamentals of accounting, and then special transactions, bills of exchange, consignment, and joint venture. Okay. These three are special transactions. First one, bills of exchange, and next, consignment. Okay. In this consignment chapter, few questions are arises. The first one is, what is meant for consignment? Next one, parties involved in consignment, important documents involved in consignment business. Next, the difference between consignment and sales. And then commission, types of commission. Okay, let us start. Okay, students. Right. Accounting for consignment. Business organizations with the intention of expanding their operations adopt different strategies. One of them common strategies involves the engagement of selling agents, technically referred to as entering into consignment agreement. Consignment is a special type of transaction in which one entity sends goods to another entity for selling the goods of the former for a predetermined commission. In such an arrangement, the two parties are located in different towns or cities. Okay, students, for example, okay, his name is X. Okay, another person name is Y, right? These are two persons or two parts, two parties are two firms, right? He is one person and he is another. Okay, he is a owner of the business. He is owner of the business. Owner of the business, right? Either he is a producer or wholesaler. Wholesaler. Either he is producer or wholesaler. But he is owner of the business. His business is located in Guntur. Okay, students? His business is located in Guntur. Right. This person X decided to expand his business in another place. Okay. Hyderabad. Another place, namely Hyderabad. He decided to expand his business in another place. Okay. He sent his goods to Hyderabad and appoint an agent in Hyderabad. Okay. Appoint an agent in Hyderabad. His name is Y. Y is a person or party or a firm. Okay. X is the owner of the business. X, his business activities. X's business activities, it is where? In Guntur. He decided to expand his business in another place called Hyderabad. He sent goods. He decided to send goods to Y, namely Y. Right. Okay. This type of business is called a consignment business. What is meant for consignment? First question, what is meant for consignment? What is meant for consignment? Right? In dictionary meaning, in dictionary, consign means to send, or to assign, a work to another person or party or firm. Clear? Consign means to send or to assign a work to another party, person or firm. Right. What is meant for consignment? Consignment means to send goods from one place to another place and assign the work of sell the goods. Okay. To assign that work to another person called agent. This is meant for consignment. Next question. Who or which parties are involved in consignment? Okay. How many parties? Two parties, right? Two parties. Principal or owner or agent? Principal, agent. Clear, students? In this example, owner of the business, X. Okay. His agent is Y. X send goods to Y. For what purpose? To sell the goods. Okay, for commission. Right. So, this is a special transaction. This is not an ordinary transaction. This is not an ordinary transaction. This is a special transaction. What is ordinary transaction? In ordinary transaction, selling and buying of goods and services from one person to another. Right? There is seller and buyer. But in this special transaction, there is agent, not buyer. He is only agent. He is owner or principal. Clear? The goods which are sent by the owner or principal, the goods which are sent by the owner or principal is called goods sent on consignment. Goods sent on consignment. Goods sent on consignment. Right? The goods which are sent by the consignor is called goods sent on consignment. Right? The person who sent the goods is called a consignor. Clear, friends? The person who sends the goods is called a consignor. Right. The person who receives the goods, is called a consignee. He is agent of the business. Right. Consignor is owner of the business. Consignee is owner of the, agent of the business. Goods means goods sent on consignment. Consignment goods or consignment goods. Clear? Right. The parties involved in consignment business are, second question. The parties involved in consignment business are principal and agent. Okay. Principal means consignor. Agent means consignee. Goods, consignment goods. Right? Okay. Right. In this consignment business or in this special transaction consignment, ownership of the goods is not transferred. Ownership of the goods is not transferred. Not transferred. Right? In the ordinary course of business, ownership of the business, ownership of the goods is transferred transferred from seller to buyer. Clear? But in this consignment business, ownership of the goods is not transferred, but possession is transferred. Possession is transferred only, but only possession is transferred. Only possession is transferred. Okay, from consignor to consignee or principal to agent. From consignor to consignee. Clear? Okay. For expansion, his business, X decided to send goods to another party or person. Okay, firm. That name is Hyderabad, for example, right? The person who sends the goods is called consignor. The person who receives the goods is called consignee. The goods name is consignment goods. Clear? Okay. Next point, third one. Important documents. Important documents involved in consignment business. Okay. Two documents. Those are pro forma invoice, and next one is account sales. Account sales, right? Okay. Pro forma invoice. Pro forma invoice. This is sent by the consignor to consignee. Consignor to consignee. Right. It includes next account sales. This is a periodic statement. This is a periodic statement. This is sent by the reverse to this pro forma invoice, sent by the consignee to consignor. Consignee to consignor. Right? It includes after sale is made, this account sales is sent by the consignee to consignor. Okay. Next, fourth one is difference between consignment and sales. Consignment and sales. And next one is commission. Types of commission. Types of commission, right? Okay. Next. Right. Three parties are involved in a consignment business: consignor, consignee, and buyer. Okay. Mainly consignor and consignee. The consignor sends goods to the agent called consignee for selling the same on its behalf to the buyer. It is a type of agency contract. Okay. This is not a branch account where the consignor is the principal and the consignee acts as the agent. Revenue from consignment business is recognized by the consignor on sale of goods sent by the consignee. Accounting Standard 9. Parties involved in consignment. The parties involved in consignment business are consignor and consignee. Consignor is principal. Okay, principal. Already we are discussed. Okay, consignor. Consignee means agent. Right. Okay, consignor definition. It is the party who sends the goods to its agent for sale of goods. The consignor may be a manufacturer or wholesaler. The consignor is the principal in the principal-agent relationship of consignment business. The consignor remains the owner of the goods sent on consignment basis till the goods are actually sold by the consignee. It means ownership of the goods is not transferred, only possession is transferred. Already we are discussed about this topic. Okay, consignee. It is the party to whom goods are sent, or the party who receives the goods is called a consignment basis by the consignor. It sells the goods received on consignment basis and acts as the agent in a consignment relation. It is to be noted that the consignee does not own the goods received on consignment basis. It is entitled to receive commission from the consignor as consideration. Document related to consignment transactions. Consignment business requires certain specific documents for its operations. These documents are pro forma invoice, right? Pro forma invoice. Already discussed these topics. Pro forma invoice and account sales. These are discussed here and there. Pro forma invoice. This document is issued by the consignor to its agent called consignee at the time of sending the goods. It mentions various details regarding the goods sent. Visual quantity of the goods consigned. Okay. Cost, invoice price of the goods. Expenses incurred on relation to the goods. Minimum selling price, etc. This document acts as an evidence of dispatch of goods from the end of the consignor. Its format resembles that of a regular invoice in normal course of business. Next. Account sales. We already discussed. Account sales is a document which is periodically, this is periodical statement. Periodical statement sent by the consignee to the consignor. It contains details of the transactions entered into by the consignee on behalf of the consignor. Sales proceeds realized. Okay, consignee's commission, expenses incurred by consignee in connection with the consignment, amount remitted, and any other specific communication like abnormal loss of goods. It is a post-sales document, okay, after the sale of goods that formally conveys the developments of the consignment business at the consignee's place to the consignor. The consignor records the consignment-related transactions in its books of accounts on the basis of the document. Okay. Next important theory question. Difference between consignment and regular sales. Regular sales means ordinary sale of business, ordinary course of business. Consignment sales. First point. It is a business expansion technique. Okay. It is a primary business activity. This transaction is entered into by some entities. This transaction is entered into by every commercial organization. The main parties involved are consignor and consignee. The parties involved are buyer and seller. The parties share principal-agent relationship in the sales debtor and creditor. The ownership and risk of the goods do not pass, right? Ownership and risk of the goods pass to the buyer. Next. Expenses incurred on consignment are borne by the consignor. Borne by the consignor. Why? Okay. Because consignor is owner of the business. So, expenses incurred by the consignor, okay, ultimately borne by the consignor. Because he is owner of the business. Prior to the transfer of ownership of goods, expenses incurred are borne by the seller. Goods may be sent on consignment either at cost or at invoice price. Invoice price means cost plus loading. Goods are sold at selling price which is above cost price. Cost plus profit. When goods are sent on consignment, the consignor sends a pro forma invoice to the consignee. In this case, sales invoice. Okay. Next, the consignee can return the goods sent to the consignor. Because consignee is not the owner of the business. So, remaining goods are sent by the consignee to the consignor. The buyer cannot return the goods sold to the seller unless mutually agreed. Okay. Right. These are all important theory. Okay. Right. For example, one example, X sent goods to Y for rupees 1 lakh. X sent goods to Y for rupees 1 lakh. On consignment basis. And X incurred, example problem. This is an example problem. And X incurred rupees 10,000 for packing and transportation charges. Transportation charges, right? Next one, next. And Y received the goods and he incurred, he means Y, he incurred unloading charges, incurred rupees 2,000 for unloading and go down rent. Okay. Go down rent. Right. Y sold total goods for rupees 1,30,000. He entitled to commission 5% on gross sales. On gross sales, right? Okay. Find out profit or loss on consignment. This is an example problem, right? Students, one question for you. In consignment business or this example problem, who is a consignor or who is principal? X is a principal or X is owner, X is consignor, right? The responsibility of a profit or loss, the responsibility, profit or loss, find out the responsibility of, find out the profit or loss on X, right? Why? X is the owner of the business, right? Y gets commission only, 5% on gross sales. Okay. Roughly we calculated profit or loss. Okay. Profit or loss, income minus expense, profit. Expense minus income, loss. Income is more than expense. Okay. We reach profit. Expense more than income, we will reach loss, right? So, in this example problem, we have to recognize expenses. X sent goods to Y for 1 lakh rupees is expense, right? This is expense. Next one. X incurred 10,000 rupees for packing and transportation expenses charges. So this is also expense. Y receives the goods and he incurred 2,000 rupees for unloading and go down rent. This is also expense. Expenses incurred by the consignee ultimately borne by the owner. Y is only agent of the business. He gets only commission. Profit is belongs to owner, not to agent. Remember this point, right? Y sold total goods for 1,30,000 rupees sales. This is income. This is income. Next, he entitled to commission 5%. This is expense, right? 4 expenses in this example problem. 1 lakh rupees, 10,000 rupees, 2,000 and commission 5% on gross sales. One income, that is a goods, sale of goods, 1,30,000 rupees. So 1,30,000 rupees is income minus all expenses, 1 lakh rupees plus 10,000 rupees expenses incurred by the consignor, 2,000 rupees expenses incurred by the consignee, ultimately borne by the owner. Next, commission 5% on gross sales. So 5% of GS, gross sales, means 1,30,000 rupees. Profit is, right, calci. 1 lakh total expenses are 1 lakh, 1 lakh plus 10,000 rupees plus 2,000 rupees plus 5% on sales, 1,30,000 into 5 by 100. 6,500 rupees. 6,500 rupees. Total expenses are 1,30,000 rupees minus 1,18,500 rupees. So profit is 11,500 rupees. This is profit. Okay. Right. 11,000 is profit. We have to find out this profit in an account, namely consignment account. Understood, students? This profit is find out in an account name is consignment account. Consignment account is prepared by the owner. Consignment account is prepared by the owner. So, accounting treatment. In the books of consignor, he must prepare, he should prepare for find out profit or loss, he should prepare the first account is consignment account. Consignment account. To find out profit or loss. Clear? Profit or loss. The next one is consignee account. This is agent's account. Consignee account. This is agent's account. For why? Because due from consignee. Amount due from consignee. Next. Third one is goods sent on consignment account. Goods sent on consignment account. Right? These three accounts are very, very important in the books of consignor. Right? Next, in the books of consignee, we have to prepare the account name is consignor account. Consignor account. Okay. Right. In the books of consignor, we have to prepare consignment account, consignee account, and goods sent on consignment. In the books of consignee, we have to prepare consignor account. Right. Nature of the accounts. Consignment account nature is nominal nature. Nominal nature. Why? For find out of the profit or loss, we recognize expenses and income. According to nominal rule, debit all expenses and losses. Okay. So this is a nominal nature. We have to write consignment account expenses and incomes. Debit all expenses and losses in this account and credit all incomes and gains. Okay. Next, consignee account. Consignee means agent. Agent means person, party, or firm. So this is personal account. Personal account. Next, goods sent on consignment. This is a real account. The balance in the goods sent on consignment account is transferred to trading or purchases account. Trading or purchases account. Clear? Right. In the books of consignor, in the books of consignee, we have to prepare the account name is consignor account. This is also personal account. This is also personal accounts. Right. Accounting treatment. For this example problem, we will prepare consignment account in the books of consignor. Okay. For example problem, we will prepare consignment account in the books of consignor. Consignor's name X. Okay. Right. In the books of X, account name is consignment accounts. Consignment account. Right? Okay. Right. In the books of X, next account name is consignee account. Consignee. Consignee means agent. Agent name in this example problem Y. Y account. And the next account in the consignor books. Next account in the consignor book is goods sent on consignment account. Goods sent on consignment account. Okay. Right. This is nominal nature. Nominal nature. We have to recognize total expenses in debit side. First one, to goods sent on consignment. Goods sent on consignment account. 1 lakh rupees. Next, When goods are sent on consignment to the agent, owner incurred some expenses, 10,000 rupees. Okay. To cash or bank account. Cash is going out of the business. So, consignment account debtor to cash, 10,000 rupees. Next point. Some expenses incurred by the consignee. Those are ultimately borne by the consignor. Ultimately borne by the consignor. So, expenses 2,000 rupees. We have to write the name, agent's name, Y account. Okay. In the bracket, expenses. Next. The goods, total goods are sold by the consignee. Total goods are sold by the consignee. This is income. Consignee's name, Y account. Bracket. In bracket, sales amount is 1,30,000 rupees. And we have to recognize another expense name is commission. Commission. Okay. Y account. Commission. Amount 1,30,000 into 5%, 6,500 rupees, right? Okay. Next, Y account. This is personal account. Only those transactions which are related to Y are taken into Y's account. Okay. The first one is expenses incurred by the agent. Sales made by the agent, 1,30,000 rupees. And commission, 6,500 rupees. The transactions which related to agent only, we are taken into Y's account. Clear? So, expenses. In consignment account, expenses incurred by the consignee is debited. Okay? In personal account, by reverse, consignment account, expenses. We have to take those expenses only incurred by the Y, 2,000 rupees. 2,000 rupees. Next, commission. In the consignment account, commission is debited. In Y account, consignment account is credited. So, consignment account in bracket commission amount 6,500 rupees. And last point, sales made by the consignee amount 1,30,000 rupees to consignment account. Consignment account 1,30,000 rupees. Okay. Let us balance. First one. Income, credit side 1,30,000 rupees. Credit side amount is more than debit side. So 1,30,000 rupees. 11,500 rupees is balance. This is profit. So profit and loss account. Profit and loss account, right? Next. 1,30,000 rupees. Debit is more than credit. 1,30,000 rupees. 1,30,000 rupees minus his expenses 2,000 rupees minus his commission 5,000 for 6,500. Okay. Remaining amount 1,21,500 rupees by cash or bank. Mostly bank. This amount is received from the agent. Entry, cash or bank account, debit, 1,21,500 rupees to Y account, 1,21,500 rupees. Okay. Consignor has to receive the amount 1,21,500 rupees from Y. Next account is goods sent on consignment. Goods sent on consignment account. Okay. In consignment account, goods sent on consignment is debited. So, goods sent on consignment account in credit side by consignment account. That's all. Amount 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees. Balance 1 lakh. 1 lakh. This goods is transferred to trading or purchases account. Transferred to trading or purchases account. Clear? This is the accounts we have to prepare in the books of owner. Consignment account, consignee account, and goods sent on consignment. Right? Okay. Next, we will prepare journal entries in the books of owner. Journal entries. Journal entries in the books of consignor. So, X. After preparation of accounts, very easy. Journal entries, we have to write journal entries. Easy way. This is easy way. Right. The first entry is goods sent on consignment. Goods sent on consignment. So, consignment account debtor to consignment goods. The first entry is consignment account debited to goods sent on consignment. This is easy way. Goods sent on consignment account. 1 lakh, 1 lakh. Next point. Expense is incurred by the consignor X. So, consignment account debited to cash or bank account according to real rule. Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Cash is going out of the business, 10,000 rupees. Next point. Expenses incurred by the consignee. So, that is also debited to consignment account, 2,000 rupees. To expenses incurred by the consignee, Y account, 2,000 rupees. Next, sales. Sales is income. Income is credited to, this chapter's name is consignment account. So, that income is received by the consignee. So, Y account debited to consignment account, 1,30,000 rupees. Instead of sales, we have to write consignment account, right? Because this is not an ordinary course of business, this is special transaction. Next, commission. Commission is also expense. So, we have to write consignment account. Consignment account debit 6,500 rupees to Y account 6,500 rupees, right? Next, balancing entries. Consignment account debtor to profit and loss account. Consignment account debtor to profit and loss account. Next entry. After preparation of consignment account, we have to write the entry name is profit entry, consignment account debited to P&L account, 11,500 rupees. Next entry, This one. Cash or bank account debtor to Y. Cash or bank account debtor to Y account. Mostly bank or bills receivable. Cash or bank account debited to Y account. 1,21,500 rupees. Amount due from consignee. Next. So this transaction indicates already amount is received. Amount is received by the consignee to consignor. Received by the consignor. Amount received by the consignor. This transaction indicates, right? Next. Last one is goods sent on consignment. This is transferred to trading or purchase account. So entry is goods sent on consignment account. Goods sent on consignment account debited to trading account. 1 lakh rupees, 1 lakh rupees. Okay. These are all the entries in the books of owner, consignor. Okay. In next class, we have to prepare the transactions in the books of consignee. Okay, students.